Because of the heat in the interior of Chile, we decided to head over to the Pacific coast. Our first stop is the small town of Carahue, famous for its many steam engines. Afterwards, we spend a fantastic time at the small port of Nehuentúe, a fairly unknown paradise in Chile. Only a few kilometres south lies the interesting harbour and inlet of Puerto Saavedra, where we meet a young couple that invites us to stay with them. We're getting into Chocho. These look like mini houses. Carahue is a small town on the Imperial River, and one of the main landmarks in town are the many steam engines. There are 40 of them distributed along Avenida Ercilla. Most of them were produced in England, and they were used as a driving force in agricultural, industrial and forestry tasks between 1860 and 1930. Most of them are from England, but there's actually one from Germany. Carahue is called the town of the 3 levels. The tres pisos. You've got the river, you've got the level down there, and then you've got the upper level here. The city was first called La Imperial by Don Pedro de Valdivia in 1552. It was located in the middle of the Mapuche settlements and abandoned and destroyed as a result of the Mapuche uprising of 1598, and later refounded in 1882 under the name Carahue to be used as a river port and export centre. The river port, dedicated to the transportation of passengers and merchandise between Carahue and Puerto Saavedra, went into decline towards the end of the 1940s. There are many buildings in Carahue that are worth seeing. It's fun to walk around and explore. The old railway ticket office at the train station has been preserved and restored. The small town has a friendly and relaxing vibe to it. There are also a few larger supermarkets and lots of bakeries and fruit and vegetable shops around. All in all, a good and interesting stop for a few days. We found ourselves a nice spot along this Costanera road. There's enough space here. It's not too hot here, it's only 26 degrees rather than 33, so it should be fine for us. The Museo de Trenes was built in 1999 and, along with the many steam engines distributed throughout the town, has the world's largest collection of locomotives. The Railway Museum has 6 carriages, 3 cranes, stokers and 2 locomotives, one of British origin from 1908 and another of German origin from 1912. The museum is currently under restoration, but it's free. There is also a small car park with a public toilet, a drinking water tap and good Wi-Fi reception. You can stay here overnight as well. Another attraction of the city is the suspension bridge over the Imperial River. It was inaugurated in 1949. In 2000, the bridge was named Puente Presidente Eduardo Frei Montalva, and 4 statues of large lions were inaugurated. These lions are the largest pieces of cast copper in the world and represent the 4 cardinal virtues: strength, justice, prudence and temperance. So we're on the way to the harbour of Nehuentúe, right down by the ocean. Very posh buildings. It's a paying car park. The guys there already. At Nehuentúe Harbour on the left. I don't see anybody. Yeah, he's with the green shirt. This is a really cool place here. There's a big parking here. There's a lady who's taking care of everybody. It's free, but you probably could just give her something at the end. And there's a small ferry that goes across to the beach. So you got to cross the river here to get to the beach. I'm gonna try this out later, but we're gonna have coffee and cake first. We were thinking Chile is not as good with cakes than Argentina, but we were wrong. I found this splendid apple streusel cake in the supermarket, and it was only 3,600 pesos, which is roughly around $4. And Helen is currently preparing our cake while we coffee while we found this really splendid place to park. We're going to stay here overnight. We're going to take a walk to the beach later, and we've got a room with a view. This is our afternoon time. We just pulled up here. Coffee's on the table, yummy cakes on the table. Helen's writing her diary. It's peaceful. We have a good spot to park. Life is good in Chile. This is why we love living in a motorhome, isn't it? You can spontaneously just stop anywhere you want. Here comes the little ferry. Looks like we need to put life vests on. The geographical location of Nehuentúe, between the Imperial River, the Moncul River and the vast Pacific Ocean, is a gift from nature. The ferry is free and runs very often during the days. In the high summer season, the last one goes at 8 p.m. In low season, at 6 p.m. It's a little adventure on its own, and it only takes 10 minutes or so to get across. Do we get off first? Do they get off? I think so, but we need to take the rest of it. It's probably driving out. Hello, Andy, life. There's actually a map here. So Carahue, this is where we spent the last 2 nights. Then we drove along the upper route to Nehuentúe. We're actually parked here. You can take the boat across here, and obviously there is a village. We might have to check it out in a nature reserve up there. Playa Moncul is a black sandy beach that doesn't get too many visitors. It's remarkably clean and pristine and great to walk on. To get to the beach, you can either climb up the sand dune right by the boat dock, which Kirsten tried, only to learn that the black sand gets really hot in the sunshine. She almost burnt her tootsies. Or you can walk for about 300 metres on a gravel road and then cut through to the beach, a much easier access. At the end of Moncul Beach, you get to the river inlet at Puerto Saavedra, another small town which we will also check out in a few days. This beach is an unknown paradise really. Only locals from this area know about it. It's peaceful and clean, and also a really nice place to watch birds. might be getting a horse on the boat as well. ¿Va con el barco también?
Ah, sí.
¿Sí? Wow. ¿Está bien con los caballos? No problema? Wow. Wow, how beautiful. The three are going on the boat as well.
On this side of the river are large farms, and so it's not a surprise to see gauchos. The horses are obviously used to getting on the small ferry as well.
They're going on there.
The 55-kilometre long Imperial River is formed near the city of Nueva Imperia, where the Cautín River, which comes from the east, and the Cholchol River, which comes from the north, join together. Right next to the car park here are a couple of small fish restaurants that are popular for lunch with the locals. A much larger restaurant on the hill is being built for next season. Most likely this little harbour will become a new tourist spot and a lot more popular with visitors in the future.
Time to ride home. This is a really peaceful spot. There's a fisherman getting ready to go out for the night. Slow tide at the moment though. We're eating really late tonight because we had to help somebody with a flat battery. We had to get our cables out and help them to jumpstart the car. But we are now enjoying our meal. Fresh green beans, mashed potatoes and chicken schnitzel.
And it is 9:30 in the evening.
Yeah, but the sun just went down, so... How's
It's
the
really
food?
late. Superb.
We are starving.
Worth the wait.
We had a super quiet night here. It's a beautiful spot. And the fogs are rolling inland now.
It takes a while in the mornings for the fog or the clouds to lift, and so we have the place to ourselves.
Just moving across.
Only a few local fishermen are out and about. One of them is teaching his son and Kirsten how to fillet a melusa fish. His wife is running one of the fish restaurants here, but most of the fish are delivered by truck and don't come from this river.
¿Ve? Ahí se salió una parte de la espineta.
Sí.
¿Ya?
Ah,
Esa es una parte de la espina.
sí, es muy fácil para preparar.
Claro, entonces aquí ahora uno hace esto aquí.
Sí, ya.
Tiene otra parte de la espina que es esta.
Sí,
Que es esta, ¿ves?
yeah.
Ahí.
Although it's really foggy today, we decide to take the ferry across to walk towards the small Mapuche community of Moncul Nehuentúe.
Lots of horses going across now. And Nehuentúe is almost all in the fog now. We're going for a hike into the unknown. Are we going? Vámonos!
Du musst dann gucken, die Flowers, because die riechen.
Do they smell nice?
Oh, they do. They really smell good.
Yeah, we can smell them now.
Yeah, because the wind's coming towards us.
Oh yeah, it's really strong.
Yeah.
It smells really good here.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful.
It's a really nice scent.
So all of a sudden, from the coastal Lupian walk, we turned into a small forest. And there's actually some animal bones lying around here. I assume it's a cow or something. This is really weird because all of a sudden we've got these really high pine trees here. And we can see some houses coming out of the mist. It's kind of a mystical day today. Everything is coming out of the fog. Somewhere over there is the ocean, but we're further away from it now. And this is the gap we just came through. These trees are shaped by the wind. This looks like some kind of beans. Hola! Wow, that looks nice and fresh. This is definitely farmland here. It's like a barn and a corral. Unfortunately, we can't really see a lot. Ibises.
Yeah.
2 hour walking, and it has gotten really calm now. There's hardly any wind. It's kind of really still foggy on the other side. And I think we were down there in the center bit where this little hill is coming up. That's probably where we walked to.
Just before sunset, the fog lifted completely and the river is really still. We can see a total reflection. Wow, this place is truly amazing. Every day the scenery looks different and all of this costs us nothing. We're so lucky to have found this paradise. All in all, we spent 4 wonderful days here at the small harbour of Nehuentúe. What a gem. We're the only ones out and about.
our splurging days in Argentina are over. We're now going for healthier stuff. Tomato with fried egg, cucumber and frijoles mousse, well, bean mousse.
Beans.
Helen is has the adult version, as she always calls it. I like everything moused and mixed up. And then crackers and cream cheese. We might be hungry afterwards, we see how it goes. But the beans should fill us up. How's it like? How do you like the egg with the tomatoes? So la.
Better in China.
That was fried eggs with tomatoes.
After another lovely sunset, it's time to say goodbye to Nehuentúe and move on. We'll definitely be back one day.
Helen is off to pay the lady some money because she's a really nice woman. She was happy, wasn't she?
Yeah.
We are off to our next destination, Puerto Saavedra.
Puerto Saavedra is only a few kilometres south of Nehuentúe. It's located at the mouth of the Imperial River and was founded in 1885. The first settlers were brought by Cornelio Saavedra, who was commissioned to defend the coast from Biobío to Valdivia from possible attacks. Without a doubt, the most significant event in Puerto Saavedra was the occurrence of the earthquake and tsunami in May 1960 that destroyed the town. As a result of the fear caused by the earthquake and the tsunami, and as a way to calm nature, the Mapuches decided to carry out a human sacrifice a month later, giving the body of a local child to the sea. The port activities disappeared as tons of sediment from the Imperial River were deposited in its bay, making it unnavigable for deep draft ships. The tsunami also changed the course of the Imperial River and its mouth into the Pacific Ocean. Decades after the disaster, the city was slowly being reborn thanks to the tenacity of its former inhabitants.
Buy fresh fish here. Crabs. It's just 1,500 pesos for 6, which is $1.50. That's nothing.
Normally this is our coffee and cake time, but we fancy something savoury now. There are lots of restaurants here in Puerto Saavedra and it smells really, really good everywhere.
Yeah. Helen, hier sind Frühlingsrollen. Comida China.
That's what I wanted to tell you. We are in El Pequeño.
So
Peking.
we decided to go
Peking.
half Chinese, half fish restaurant.
I get fish and chips. Kirsten gets the chop suey.
Con pollo.
Yeah, but they
With
spell it
chicken.
chop suey.
Chop suey. I don't know.
Chop
suey.
Chop suey.
We're the only ones. It's a tiny little restaurant. It seems to be a lot cheaper than the others we see, but it's very small here. They say they're brand new, and I like the way they approached us. It was really sweet, wasn't it? This is Helen's fish and chips. And I've got the pollo chop suey. Also looks really, really good.
Really good.
The chips are really good. We are plowing through the plates. Both of them are really, really yummy. And we're paying half price to what all the others are charging here. And it's nice and quiet and peaceful. We're the only guests in here. And the French fries are really, really nice and crunchy. And the chop suey is really, really nice as well. It's not overspiced, it's not underspiced. Perfect.
After our late lunch, the sun is out. Time to do a long digestive walk.
Yeah, there's a working harbour. Buenas. So he's feeling robalo. across from the river. Rovalo, sí. Gracias. This is a really nice setting again. Lots of fisher birds. Helen bought some new shoes. Apparently some Skechers. We're not sure if these are original ones or not, but they're very comfortable. Helen paid $38,000, which is around $40, and they look very comfortable. Nice color too. This is a typical Mapuche building with lots of reed and wooden walls, slates basically. Interesting. And this is obviously the central fireplace. It's a nice big building. And then there's an entrance gate over here. There's a cliff here in Puerto Saavedra. This is basically the beach access to this town here, and then you can get into the Rio. This is the car park you can stop on. It's mentioned in our overlander. This is the campground across the Rio. There's a generator running behind me. We're parked over there. The white van is Nehuentúe, and there's boats here that are going across. We're going to take that in a minute.
The campground only costs 5,000 pesos for a motorhome per night, but it's way too crowded and noisy for us this weekend. We walked for a few kilometres to get here, but there is a shortcut right into the harbour of Saavedra. For $1 a person, you can hop into these small boats. Another fun ride we have to try out, of course.
Cool. Es 1.000 por persona, ¿no?
Sí.
Hola. Bye bye. We're doing the granny tour again.
Yeah. Well, we walk one way and then boat back the other.
This is cool. Parked next to the blue building. Touchdown. Muy amable, gracias. 2 minutos. Cool. This is how you live in Puerto Saavedra. The vultures are waiting for us, but we made the boat ride without any problems. There's a lot of bird shit on the...
Oh, sorry.
Hmm? You're boarding.
Forestry is one of the main economies of Chile, representing 14% of the value of the country's total exports. This means forestry in Chile is the second largest export after copper mining. Especially in this central region of Chile, you can see the logging industry taking over millions of hectares of land. Large scars of treeless gaps are everywhere. From 1985 to 1995, Chile lost nearly 2 million hectares of native forest. These forests were destroyed for pulp, a key input used in the paper industry, and made way for industrial tree farms. As a result, Chile now has the world's largest expanse of radiata pine tree farms and some of the world's most endangered native forests.
This is the local church in Puerto Saavedra. The door's open, so we're going to check it out. This is our parking spot in Puerto Saavedra, right on the Rio, and today it's really windy, it's a cold wind. This is the campground across. There's the boat that we took yesterday. We are back at our Chinese. Today Helen is having the hot chop suey because it was really yummy yesterday. I'm just going for some French fries today because I know we struggled yesterday to finish everything. And we're happy because our football team won, right? Most important thing. That's why we're starving now, because it's what, 7:30 in the evening?
Oh, even later.
Or even later than that.
It's almost quarter to 8.
Bon appetit. This is a view from the window this morning. We're at Alta Naupe. We met Damien and Mariella in Puerto Saavedra, and they invited us to come and stay on the farm of her parents. We're in front of the Mariella's parents' house, and this is the cabana that they're renting out. It's brand new. We just built it in December, and somebody's staying in there right now. This is the entrance to the farm. Alta Naupe it's called, and you can find it on booking.com. And this is the beautiful new building. Looks really nice inside. We saw the photos. And Mariella's parents live in the back there. Here is Damien coming. He's learning for a license for a forklift. So we're out and about for a walk along the farm paths. Just across the field. Apparently we're going down to a pond or a little river. It's a beautiful day today. It's not too hot. We get a bit of a breeze. So we reached the pond on the property. It's a nice shady spot here. What a peaceful spot. We're all on our own here. if we can get through there. Helen is being the sporty one here. Kirsten's going the easy way. Oh, I broke the and broke the gate. Oh, it's just, yeah. No, just lean it, yeah, okay.
If I can get it.
There we go. We couldn't get very far, so we just made it up the hill for a little bit of sport. But there's a barbed wire fence, so we decided to come back down. Now it's horse jumping again, climbing fences.
I think everything is fenced off here, private land.
Yeah. There's a proof we're on the farm. Aha. That must be Mama. Yeah, you can go through. That's your chicas, huh? Yeah. See, it's the mama from the two. Oh yeah. They are hungry, these two. Wow. This is going to be our, what is it, a snack? Afternoon tea. Onces. With Mariella, Damien, Mariella's parents, Helen. Very curious chuk-chuks. They're not allowed to come in. Una invasión.
From Puerto Saavedra, we're heading north along the coast to the interesting town of Lebu. It used to be an important coal mining town and has a very interesting mining museum right next to the river. Today, shipbuilding and fishing are the main industries. And we discover the best pepperoni pizza in the whole of South America. Just north of Lebu is the Benavides Cavern, a large cave by the sea.
Wow, this is really, really beautiful.